Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So I was just preparing to make this video and it started to rain like crazy. So all of my sand got wet because of the rain, but nevertheless it's okay. Even if the sand is wet, it's absolutely fine because we are going to be adding dry cement that will absorb, and then I do not need to add too much of water. So this is the sand. Now this is around 2 parts of the grey sand. Remember, I make my soil mix out of the grey construction sand. So when I filter it, I get this fine dust. So I use that for making the pots. So now here I am going to be adding 3 parts of the Portland cement or grey cement. I'm going to be using 3 parts. So all of that water is going to get absorbed by the cement, the dry cement, and we might probably need to add a little bit of more water. So now we are done. I have added the cement. Now it's going to be a little difficult, so I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. So this is the basic concrete pot that we are making. Because I have to pot a lot of succulents, so I was any which ways going to make a pot, so I thought that I will show you guys, because you might have seen the earlier video as well, wherein we had made a rectangular pot, but this time I'm making a smaller pot in this. Now unfortunately everything is wet. I didn't expect it's going to rain because it was all sunny all morning, and then it started to rain. So now I will quickly mix everything together and I'm just going to get back to you because I think I'll have to change the spoon. It's very thin, it's not able to hold it, so I will quickly mix everything and show it to you. So there we go, I got a wooden stick, so I'm going to mix everything together. Everything has to get mixed very well, so give it some time, like around 5 to 10 minutes, mix properly. So that everything is mixed well. A lot of times what happens, the sand is going to settle to the base of the container, so we want to mix it thoroughly, give it a good time. My hands are almost gone. So now if you want, you can add oil, because my containers are already, you'll have to use some oil. I do not use oil because this plastic is very flexible and very soft, but if you have a very hard plastic, then you will have to add in the oil. Now I usually do not add oil because I keep it out in direct sunlight when I have to unmold it. So over here we will completely fill it up with the mix. Now I'm going to do the first tap to release any air pockets or air bubbles that are there. I'll give it a good tap and you'll see the bubbles will start coming up. And once that's done, I'm going to take the inner container. Now again guys, if you are using any kind of inner container, completely fill it up with grease or oil, vegetable oil, the oil that is there for cooking. You can use that oil as well. Anything, you can use any oil, and then push it into the cement. Now I do not use oil because my containers are very soft plastic, so they easily start to come out. And now I will push it right into the container and I'm going to tap it again to release all of those air pockets. I'll hold the plastic and then tap out all of those excess air pockets or air bubbles, and then I'm going to put some weight. These are my decor pieces, they come handy, they're kind of a multi-purpose kind of a thing for me. So now after increasing the weight, I will add a little bit of water in that to increase the weight of the inside plastic. And as soon as I increase the weight, it will start to settle down. Again, I will tap out all of that excess air bubbles that are present in that. If you're not going to tap this, you might have seen your pots are going to get a lot of those holes in the cement pot. A lot of people do like that cement holes, it looks very rustic, but if you want to have a smoother pot, then you'll have to tap from all the 4 sides so that all of those air bubbles have been released. So now that's all about it, we are done. So slightly this side, right. just to ensure that it's right in the middle. So now we are done. The pot is going to be sitting in indirect bright light for almost 3 to 4 days, after which I will put it in water so that it can cure further. But this is going to take a very long time, so don't worry. I have already made another pot which was getting cured, so I'm going to show you how to unmold it in the next video. So I think it's almost dry right now. I had put the water and I had put those stones in for the weight so that it can hold on to the weight, and I think it is already ready. It's been 3 days now. So what I'm going to do is I will be emptying the water first. I will take out all the water and then I will take out these rocks. So let me take out this water first. Taking out that water. Now the next thing what I'm going to do is I'll try to take out this plastic very carefully, because this is a plastic container. It can easily come out because it's a very soft plastic container, not container, sorry, the plastic glass or the cup. So very gently, requires a little bit of efforts. There we go, it's come out. See the pot. Now I'm just going to tap the pot a little bit so that it can come out the same way how we did it for our papercrete pot, and there we go. Our pot is ready. Now this was from the previous, because I had not cleaned it completely, so the previous material was still present in the pot. As you can see, this was from the previous clay pots, the papercrete pots that I had made. So it has left those impressions, which is absolutely okay. It kind of gives a very different look to the pot. As you can see, it gives a very glossy look to the pot. So I'm just going to let it be as it is, and I'm going to kind of with my hand, because it's slightly wet, so I will just shape it up with the help of my finger, because the cement is not completely cleared, completely cleaned yet. So I'm just going to shape it up and clean off with my finger so that we can have a better, smoother finish. You can use your sandpaper as well, but because this pot is slightly wet, so I'm just going to cover it up, and that's it. We just need to make the drain hole which is left. Once we are done with the drain hole, I will plant a succulent in it. So we are done with the pot. I have made a drain hole and I'm going to cover it with a piece of clay so that the soil does not flow out of the pot when we tend to water. So in this video, I will be potting an Echeveria variety. This is called as Echeveria Chihuahuensis, which is a natural variety of succulent. I've spoken about this earlier as well. If you are a beginner, please do use this succulent in your collection. It's a very hardy succulent. Because it's a natural variety of succulent, it tends to work out really well. All you have to do is give the basic care requirements, which is the soil. As you can see, my soil is very loose, porous and well draining. You need to have a soil mix like this, and the concrete pot is going to work out really well for this succulent. Any which ways, it's a very hardy succulent. It's a natural variety. Most probably, I'm not quite sure, but if I'm not wrong, this variety belongs to Mexico, if I'm not wrong. So it's an absolutely beautiful succulent. It's a natural variety. It has this beautiful red tips. So here I am going to completely fill up the pot with my potting mix, which is 80% of the grey construction sand and 20% of filtered garden soil. So I will quickly do the cleanup. As you can see, the succulent is all settled in the pot. I'm not going to water it right away. The succulent is going to be kept in indirect bright light for at least 4 or 5 days so that it can completely get acclimated in the new pot. So again, you have to clean the succulents as well, in case when you tend to repot or when you tend to pot, there is a lot of dust or soil that falls onto the succulent leaves. It's always a good practice to blow it off with the succulent blower. So this is how the succulent tends to look like. So I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.